It's fantastic to have you join us here again on Gist Nigeria from the BBC and Channels Television. Here, we track trending stories and dissect them. I am Wali Fakile. And now to our top story. Since the Central Bank of Nigeria extended the January 31st, 2023 deadline for swapping old Naira notes for new ones, Nigerians have had to live with a new problem. They are cash-strapped. Although authorities say they are doing their best to bring the situation under control, it has become common sight to see endless queues at ATMs and inside banking halls. In this story, Gist Nigeria's Vivian Oguche looks at how Naira scarcity is affecting families and businesses. She also tells us how some Nigerians living in border communities are now trading using foreign currencies in place of the Naira.
My wife at the hospital is about to deliver.
Large, sometimes chaotic crowds at ATMs as Africa's biggest economy runs out of new Naira notes following a redesign of the three largest denominations by the Central Bank of Nigeria. Abuja, the Nigerian capital, is one of the hardest hit, and some residents have resorted to spending the night at ATMs.
I actually slept here thinking I would withdraw early in the morning, and I got a number but I couldn't withdraw because before it was my turn, the machine shut down.
I don't know how we spend the whole day here and get 20,000 naira.
This is Ilela local government area in Sokoto State in northwest Nigeria, on the border with the Republic of Niger. And here, due to the cash scarcity, the Naira has been swapped for France-backed CFA, a currency used by 8 independent states in West Africa, which make up the West African Economic and Monetary Union.
In ko a ce za su yi maka transfer ne wannan kudin na Niger, za su ce maka za su amshe ta akan naira 1,000 da naira 150. Amma kai kuma in kana son cash ka ba su saifa misali kudin Niger, za su ce naira 800 ko kuma naira 850.
Na nemi su transfer sun ce ba an sa transfer. Shi ya dalilin ni je ni amso sefan nan.
Wallahi da nika kasuwanci ban taba zakwa ina kasuwa an koma ban da ko biyar ba.
Plateau State in north-central Nigeria is mainly agrarian, with over 70% of its population engaged in subsistence farming. But farmers here say producing their own food does not exempt them from the hardship caused by the cash scarcity.
Me, I have ugu, I have vegetables, so I can't keep eating them without other things.
In the heart of the city, queues are the order of the day, sparking an outcry.
It's only two are there dispensing. They have not yet started even. So I've not gotten anything. And check the time.
Usually, I wake up 3 o'clock in the morning. I have to get a line in 3 different or 4 different banks. Then I come back, I'll be checking the lines. When I get my money, then I can go back home and start my business.
Lagos, Nigeria's commercial capital and most populous city, is at the heart of the cash scarcity, feeling most of the heat. Under pressure, tempers flare. On the streets, the lamentation continues.
Even a woman that was selling food for us here came this morning, said she didn't see the money to buy as in meat. Ordinary meat, to buy meat. You can't find the money. You have the money in your account to withdraw. You find it difficult.
In Anambra State, southeast Nigeria, the cries grow louder.
I've spent roughly 10 hours. I was able to just withdraw the sum of 10,000.
Nothing is moving. Like, I'm supposed to have gone to the market throughout this week, but I was unable to go because there is no cash.
The resounding question on everyone's lips seems to be, where is the cash? On October 26, 2022, the Central Bank of Nigeria announced the redesign of the 1,500 and 200 Naira notes. The Apex Bank said the new notes will start circulating from December 15th and that old notes will cease to be legal tenders from January 31st. 2 days after, Finance Minister Zainab Ahmed said her ministry was not consulted and warned that the policy as rolled out might come with challenges, especially regarding the value of the Naira. Now, the CBN instructed commercial banks across Nigeria to open on Saturdays to allow Nigerians return old notes. On its Twitter handle, the CBN maintained that there will be no deadline extension for Nigerians to deposit old Naira notes. The CBN then barred commercial banks from issuing new notes to customers making over-the-counter withdrawals. Withdrawals were only allowed through automated teller machines. Then the CBN insisted that there is no going back on the January 31st deadline to return all old notes, as they will cease to be legal tenders. CBN bows to pressure, extending deadline for use of old Naira notes to February 10th. CBN Governor Godwin Emefiele said old notes will still be legal tenders until a grace period that ends on 17th of February.
A 7-day grace period beginning on February 10 to February 17, 2023, in compliance with Section 20, subsection 3 and Section 22 of the CBN Act, allowing Nigerians to deposit their old notes at the CBN after the February deadline.
CBN then ordered commercial banks to begin paying new Naira notes to customers over the counter with a maximum daily limit of 20,000 Naira.
I addressed the bankers on Sunday and I expressed to them my disappointment and in fact disappointment of the president. Many of us have unfortunately seen the new Naira, instead of being used for the purpose it is meant to, the new Naira is being used in parties, in celebrations.
Association of Corporate Affairs Managers of Banks refutes this claim, saying financial institutions have no reasons to hold new Naira notes in the face of enormous hardships facing Nigerians. But the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, EFCC, says it has arrested some bank officials for holding the new notes. Also, claims and counterclaims have been made about the aim of the Naira redesign by politicians. Recently, Kaduna State Governor Nasiru El-Rufai accused a group in the presidential villa of plans to scuttle the ruling APC's chances in the general elections.
The people of Nigeria should understand that these are not the policies of the APC, they are not the policies of our candidate, they are the policies of fifth columnists that want to bring us down. They want to bring this country down.
But the presidency has since dismissed accusations of sabotaging the Nigerian economy. In the meantime, these economists say the CBN's intentions might be good, but the mode of operation is faulty.
What is conspicuously missing is that the central bank underestimated Nigeria data. Central Bank had believed because over 80% of CEC, that's money in circulation, were out of the banking covers, banking vote. Who says all the 80% must be within the banking vote, must be within the vote of banks? That is wrong, the wrong economics.
If you divide total money supply, cash in circulation, by 45 days, including Saturdays and Sundays, you would have to exchange 73 billion naira every day from old money to new money. People queuing up in the cashiers and counting it, and then it's just going to be one hell of a nightmare.
The saga continues, but relief seems here at last. Kaduna, Kogi, Zamfara states government had jointly asked the Supreme Court to compel the federal government to extend the February 10 deadline for the expiration of the old Naira notes. Responding to this request, the Supreme Court on Wednesday ordered the CBN to temporarily hold the withdrawal of old Naira notes from circulation. The court adjourned till Wednesday, February 15th. While this is not the final judgment on the matter, many Nigerians who have borne the brunt of the Naira scarcity can hopefully now heave sighs of relief. Vivian Obuche, Gist Nigeria.
Wow. Hopefully the CBN and other relevant agencies will speed up efforts to address this problem.